steps of creating your sketch, then your monster within Illustrator, and 3D-ifying it, if you will, and then running it through some AI programs to help us create the 3D model. This is sort of the fast-paced version of this project, so we can get it done here at the end of the year. So we're skipping a couple of steps, I should say, and you'll see quickly. So let's just jump right in. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. First off, you need your sketch. So here's an example of the sketch that I did just for the purpose of this tutorial, right? You need arms, legs, eyes, nose, mouth, a couple of extra details. As many as you want to give it is great. You do not have to color it at this point. You're just going to keep it a straight pencil sketch. Okay, then you're going to jump into Illustrator. Once you're in Illustrator, you're going to go to New File, go to the Print options at the top, choose Letter, and then hit Create. Once this happens, you're going to go to File, down to the word Place, and then you're going to go to your desktop or your folder, and you are going to find the file that you have of the image that I took. At the bottom here, you can uncheck Link and then just hit Place. So find that file, should be in your folder on your desktop. It's going to come up looking like this. All you have to do is click and drag. Right there, perfect, okay? And then you'll see on the right-hand side, you'll see the opacity slider. I would bring that down to about a 45 or so. You should still be able to see things pretty well, so it should look like this. Okay, great. And you also need to see your layers panel. So let's go to Window, and let's go down to Layers. Make sure your layers pop up here. Once your layers are up like this, at the bottom of your layers panel here, you're going to hit Create a New Layer. Double click, call that, Draw here. And then this bottom layer, the original, the picture, you can lock it right here. Okay, so you're going to jump up to this top layer, and you're going to begin to draw this with all the tools that we've talked about. So I'm going to just kind of reset this so you're the way that you're used to seeing it. So I went to Window, Workspace, Essentials Classic, and so we're used to kind of seeing tools this way. So the tools that you can use for this project include the pen tool, the add anchor point, any of these are fine. The basic shape tools that you've used throughout the entire year, these tools as well. You can even bring in, if need be, the brush or the blob brush tool. That is fine. The new pieces I just want you to see for this particular project is the use of the shape builder tool for this. So I'm going to do a couple of examples here, and then I'm going to end this video, and then I will finish it up, and then we'll begin in part 2 with a finished version of this. Okay, but just as a quick example, if you're creating, let's just say like this, for example. So let's say I take the pen tool and I'm going to zoom in on the foot. And so if I was doing the foot, I could do it in a piece just like this. Right? And I can create the foot very nicely and close it up right there, and I have the foot. I could also, of course, take the black arrow, click the piece, change it to black and white so I can see it kind of like this, like its own individual shape. And then for the nail, for example, I could take the pen tool, go from here to here. Here I'm going to cut into and cross over, and then back to where I started. And now I have two pieces, right? And so you have a few options. You can take this piece, right click, arrange it, send it to the back so it's like its own piece, which of course would work in this case because probably the nail would be a different color than the foot would be, whatever color you're going to end up making the foot, right? And so that would work just fine. Here with the leg though, right, I'm starting to do the leg. I could take the pen tool, I could do a piece like this, and even if I did this in different fragments, right, so like here's part of the leg and then here's the foot. If I want to connect these two together, one of the easiest ways to do that is take the black arrow, select the first piece, hold shift, grab the other piece. So now these two pieces are selected. If I go over to my toolbar and select the shape builder, all I have to do with the shape builder now is click and drag across them, and those two become one. The other thing I would watch out for is just trying to use the smooth tool to help you smooth out your lines. And so the more you kind of brush across the edge of your line when it's selected, the smoother it will become. Please remember, anything that you do and you like, you can take, you can copy, click on the piece, edit copy, edit paste, and then to flip anything, you can go over here where the rotate tool is, but go down to the word reflect, and if you double click that tool, it will actually automatically reflect it vertically like this. As you can see, it already flipped it. Hit OK. And then you can move these pieces around, right? I can just move it. I could rotate it if I want to. And if it doesn't fit my sketch perfectly, it's either OK if you don't mind, or you can take the white arrow, double click any point, and move the individual points wherever you choose to move them. Okay, you can select more than one point at a time to kind of drag these pieces wherever you want. Okay, so that's sort of the beginnings of this. And if you create any shapes, I'm just going to show you one last thing. Let's say I create this shape, and I switch to, I don't know, this one and this one and that one. Okay, and I select all of these. That shape builder tool that we used before, like I said, it starts off with a little plus symbol, so it will look like this. And if I click and drag, it connects the pieces, right? But if I hold Option on my keyboard, it turns into a minus. And so if I wanted to, I could get rid of, let's say, this piece. And I could connect these pieces. Or I could just get rid of that one. So you have a lot of control using the Option key while you're on the shape builder tool to create the shapes that you'd like. All right, so I'm going to stop this video now. I'm going to finish this up, and then I'll come back when it's finished and show you the last few steps before we begin the AI steps.